There is something simply magical about homemade bread. So girl, let's cook about it. We're going to start by blooming our yeast. I used 1 packet of yeast, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and 2 cups of warm water, approximately 100 degrees Fahrenheit. We want to stir to combine. There is a coating on instant yeast, so you want to make sure that you agitate it to dissolve the coating on the yeast so that the yeast has a chance to bloom. Let it sit for about 10 minutes, and while we're waiting for the yeast to bloom, we're going to measure our flour. The most accurate way to measure flour by volume is the scoop and scrape method. Using a spoon, scoop the flour into your measuring device, overfill it, and then use a flat edge to scrape off the excess. We need 6 cups of bread flour for this recipe. To your 6 cups of bread flour, we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt and 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. You can absolutely use honey instead of granulated sugar if you'd like. Stir to combine the dry ingredients, and once your yeast has bloomed, you'll see that it's foamy on top. To that, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of a nice extra virgin olive oil. And if you were going to flavor your bread with herbs or spices or aromatics, this would be the time to do it. We're going to combine the wet ingredients with the dry, stir it with a spoon until it's too hard to stir, then knead for 10 minutes. Shape it into a ball, placed in a well-oiled bowl, and then flip it so the top gets oiled as well with a damp towel. You're going to place it in a nice warm place for approximately 90 minutes until it doubles in size. Once doubled in size, punch out the air. Boom, 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 and then pull it out of the bowl. We're going to split this dough in half because we're going to make 2 8 by 4 inch loaves. You can absolutely use a 9 by 5 loaf pan for this recipe. It will work well. You're going to shape your dough lightly into a loaf shape. It's not going to be perfect. The dough is really soft, and that is totally fine. We're going to rise it again for approximately 30 minutes in a warm spot until the dough has reached approximately 1 inch above the loaf pan. Just like that. Then you're going to bake it at 350 degrees for approximately 25 to 30 minutes. Once it's golden brown and you tap on the top and it sounds hollow, your bread is done. Mine took approximately 27 minutes. You need to pull it out of the pans and allow it to cool completely. There is a thing called carryover baking that will occur, so the bread may continue cooking just slightly while it sits. I am an impatient human, so I did not wait for it to cool before slicing. But this is the cooled dough slicing for you all, so you can see how fluffy the dough is, as well as the air and the crumb structure. This bread is perfect for sandwiches. Have a nice day, friends.